first video in which I aim to take a pin off Pinterest and try it out. So I've got loads of food pins, I've got DIY pins, loads of stuff on my Pinterest. So I'm gonna, each episode, try and make one of those things and see how it goes, so you guys can know how it goes as well, because sometimes we all see the pins and we're like, I wonder if that actually works or we'll do what it says. So I'm going to try it out for you. So this one is about apple French fries with a sweet caramel sauce. So for my apple French fries, I'm using some short crust pastry. The recipe does call for pie pastry, pie crust, but over here in the UK I don't think we can actually buy it from the shop, so out of all the different pastries I have used previously, I think that the short crust should be fine and good enough to use. And then I've also got some apple fruit filling, and for our salted caramel I thought some Sainsbury's Taste the Difference. So I suppose it depends if you want chunky chips or if you want saucy chips. I'm a bit weird. I like McDonald's apple pies, but I only like the sauce. But what I'm going to do, in the recipe she uses a blender to do it, but I think I leave some bits in there. So I'm just going to use my fork and just squish my apple down. Okay, so now my apple filling is as chunky as I want it. So it started off as really big chunks, but I've made it smaller chunks. I can put it to the side, and I've put my oven on. The recipe calls for 350 degrees, but this is American, which translates into 180 if you don't have a fan, or 160 if you do have an oven with a fan. So my oven has to take a short while to heat up, so it's okay for me to put it on now whilst I sort out my pastry base. And then you just get your applesauce. In each section. And then just fold them over in half. And then just lightly tap down the edges. And then you just use the egg and you glaze your parts. And once you've finished glazing your French fries, you just spread your sugar as your salt. So we've glazed, we've put our sugar on, and now we're going to cut our fries. So you can make them as slim as you like or as thick as you like, it's up to you. And now it's time to put it in the oven. I'm using a spatula just to help me pick them up more, so I don't have to move them one by one, because I know some of them are quite bursting with applesauce. I would recommend probably putting them on greaseproof paper, but I'm going to try and use this matte thing I've got. It's meant to be really good for, like, say, chips and that, because it helps cook it all the way around, because you haven't got like a solid base underneath it. So I'll let you know how this goes. But if you are going to use something like this, I do suggest putting some tin foil down at the bottom, just in case you do get any drippage from the applesauce. And now they're ready for the oven. You can turn. They go midway for about 12 minutes or until golden and slightly firm. So I can't wait. And here you are, my apple French fries and my salted caramel dip. So it's a play on the chips and sauce. I can't wait to eat it, and that's my last step. See you soon.